GIORIK steambox ovens are different because they perform highly efficiently and yet are extremely easy to use. The control panel features a good-sized color touchscreen display. A single encoder knob makes it possible to navigate all the oven functions, selecting them with the push to set command. In manual mode, it's possible to set all the cooking parameters by directly tapping the icons that appear on the touch screen. These parameters are cooking method, which can be convection, combination convection-steam, or steam only. Temperature control that, depending on the cooking method, can be set from a minimum of 50 degrees centigrade up to a maximum of 300. Timer control from 1 minute to 120, plus untime setting. Fan speed with 6 different settings. Motorized vent valve opening. Multiple cooking phase management. Cooking chamber quick cool. Save cooking cycle as a new recipe. In recipe mode, it's possible to activate a cooking cycle already saved in the oven's memory, or to create a new recipe and then save it to the memory. For each recipe, it's possible to set up 9 different cooking phases, combining temperature, cooking time, cooking method, fan speed and humidity percentage. The instrument panel of the oven has a USB connector, so you can back up your recipes onto a memory stick and then transfer them to, for example, another steambox oven. The memory stick can also be used to update the firmware of the board or save the cooking parameters according to the HACCP system. When activating a preset cooking cycle, you only have to select the recipe you want to use from the menu. The company has loaded the memory with an initial selection of recipes based on in-house laboratory cooking trials. In steam mode, the dual use of the instant plus generator method, a patented GIORIK system, makes it possible to produce steam in a shorter time than that required by traditional systems. The combination cycle keeps the cooking chamber constantly saturated, and precision humidity control is guaranteed by software that regulates the internal climate. Steam Tuner, the patented GIORIK steam control system, uses software to manage the effect of humidity condensation on the food. This system allows the user to adjust the degree of steam hydration by setting the right degree of dryness or humidity according to the type of cooking, making it possible to avoid unwanted cooking effects such as oxidization, drenching or burning. To guarantee the perfect climate balance during such delicate cycles as sous vide, under vacuum, GIORIK has patented a unique humidity control system whose software analyzes the relevant parameters inside the cooking chamber and regulates steam production or discharges moisture as necessary in order to maintain the ideal conditions for all types of cooking. In convection mode, steambox ovens provide 6 different fan speeds. A special electronic board cuts the fan inversion time to 0, and since the fan never stops, cooking times are more rapid. The software that controls the fan rotation also sets the alternation times on the basis of the cooking cycle set. Specific cooking trials performed during laboratory testing have returned positive results for all types of baking tins, proof that the product has been evenly cooked throughout, including when different foods are being cooked at the same time. During door opening, the turbine is stopped in a very short time to prevent heat dispersion and any residual steam from scalding the user. The cooking mode using the core probe is essential when it's not possible to tell from the outside if the inside of the product has reached the right temperature. Cooking with the probe thermometer that measures the temperature at the center of the product eliminates the risk of overcooking and removes the need for constant checking. As well as producing excellent cooking results, this method saves considerable time. The probe is inserted in the raw product, penetrating it to the center. The control panel display will show the temperature as it progresses to the required setting. The inner probe has proved particularly useful for cooking large items of food or those like roast beef, where the inner part needs to remain quite rare, meaning that the inner temperature has to be kept within a certain limit, which, while it varies for different types of meat, does not generally exceed 60 degrees centigrade. Once the right balance has been established, the operator sets the same inner temperature when cooking the same product again, ensuring that exactly the same result will be produced. Cooking with the inner probe may be an intermediate phase in a cycle consisting of multiple phases, and once the correct inner food temperature has been reached, the oven automatically moves to the next phase, or maintains the temperature. The possibility of selecting different fan speeds is particularly useful for items that require delicate cooking, such as puff pastry, when too aggressive an airflow can ruin the end result. The fan-driven air distributes the heat evenly, something that translates into even cooking, a difficult result to achieve with other ovens. The fan-driven air also penetrates the food more efficiently, completing cooking in a shorter time. The reduction in exposure to heat also means that savings can be made on the fats and other condiments that are necessary to keep the food soft and moist during slow cooking. Fan speed 6 can also be used for rapid cooling, with the oven door open, so as to be able to move on quickly to a new cooking cycle requiring a lower temperature, or to be able to clean the oven. On request, Steambox can provide an automatic closed-cycle cleaning system that can be programmed to match the degree of cleaning the ovens need, guaranteeing maximum hygiene with minimum consumption of water and detergent. The Steambox informs the user when cleaning is necessary according to the number of cooking cycles performed. For more information about the range, www.GIORIK.com.